I'm here. Hello.
Damn. Well, what's my character's current perception? 11. Yeah, we're not getting up there for perception. That's a big ol' nope. Where am I at for Defiance Bay? I'm still at neutral. Still at neutral. But good God, my defenses are pretty freaking nuts right now. Okay, yeah. Turns out I'm extremely tanky now. I am extremely tanky. Wow, my concentration? That's pretty high. Yeah, and I'm only just gonna get tankier. Because next time I can, I'm gonna science something and get the Unbroken Faith or something like that. Or whatever it's called. But let's go ahead and continue on, I suppose. Alright, so Child of the Five Sons. The Legina wants to speak to Ambassador Augusti at the Valiant Embassy in First Fires. Oh, how do we get that done? Cinders of Faith. Someone at the Expedition Hall might know. And there's voices from the past. A lot of stuff I need to do.
You must have amazing sights on your way north.
Sure. Pirate cities floating in the archipelago. The mountain halls of these northern dwarves. Plenty.
I haven't been further south than the Deerwood myself. Maybe I'll come back after I've convinced the Ranganui and see all those things for myself.
I hope you do.
She was confused. Yeah, she was like, I don't know whether to do. I don't know what to do about that one. Anyways, let's go ahead and get the knights. Ooh. Ah. Nidan has a grandfather. Okay. Reward. 1484 experience, money, items. Grants Mind Lance, Constitution +3. Nice. Did that like go in my inventory? No, I have to go down there and I'm guessing I have to recruit. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I'd have to go down and it's probably on Paladin. Oh, still in 1 day, 1 hour, 1 hour. So 24 minutes. Almost half an hour, I think. In-game time, anyways. All right, I think this is the first time going in here. Yep, this is definitely the first time going in here. I don't recognize it.
Place we could find allies for a prize.
A well-groomed man steps through the hall with a confident swagger, a smug grin etched on his face. He is flanked by 5 other hard-looking individuals. One of his companions eyes you for a moment before spitting chew at your feet. Another pup come wandering in, I see. Just know that Bind's giant slayers run things around here and you'll be fine. Never heard of them. His eyes narrow. You have now. Stick around to Defiance Bay and you will again. Plenty of bounties to go around, but there's a reason the giant slayers get the lion's share. Remember that. Voice bellows across the hall. Enough jabber, Bind. You gonna do the job or talk about it? His jaw tightens. Waynon's right. The coin ain't going to collect itself. Bind and nimble. He looks at his comrades and jerks his chin forward toward the door. See you around, pup. What a bunch of rudes.
Don't stand on ceremony. State your business.
Do you know of a place in the wilderness with colorful pools and a waterfall that rises? I know the place. Got a map locked up. Got a map locked up in one of those chests with the very spot marked. It's yours for 50 copper. All right, here you are. You'll find it in the back room behind Onlet's shop. He hands you a key. Look on the map for Searing Falls, fantastic place. The thermal springs alone are worth the journey. The falls are so hot, most of the water turns to steam. That's the rising you were talking about. Oh. Under casually nod your way. His eyes continue to float from mercenary to mercenary as he speaks. What else do you need? Tell me about the dozens. Oh, Wayne's expression becomes serious, the timbre of his voice deepening. Good men and women trying to walk into the footsteps of great men and women who came before us. We're a loose association of warriors and expeditionaries in the Deerwood. Not as fancy as the Crucible Knights, mind you, but at least we remember our roots. At least they remember someone else's roots and pretend to be like them, he means. Your roots? The Crucible Knights take pride in having won the Deerwood's freedom 150 years ago, but we're the ones who protected it. Everyone shows that the Saints' War ended when the Godhammer destroyed Waden at Evanon Dewar Bridge. A lot of folks don't know how Waden wound up on that bridge. 7 men, 5 women. They walked out of Helgot Citadel and faced down a god. Held him there until the bomb went off. He thumbs the table. That's the legacy we defend. Some call us mercenaries, but we don't need matching armor and silky cloaks to remember our roles. We're the same now as we were then. We stand up for the people, first line of defense, whatever it takes. We got new enemies now. If it's not Waden, it is the damn legacy. It's the damn soul butchers in Brackenbury making things worse on all of us. Probably causing the whole thing one way or another. Well, we haven't gone anywhere, and there's a lot more than 12 of us now. We defend Deerwood once, and we'll do it again. Oh, I'm looking for work.
Go see Osric. He's usually got something. You do well for him, maybe I can find you more.
That's settled.
Okay, that's not what I was looking for. Huh.
That's settled.
I'm just going around and unlocking everything. I'm just like, I'm not gonna steal it. I just want to get the XP for unlocking it.
Nice and slow.
That's settled.
Huh. That was weird, but okay. Searing Falls, right here. So I would need to have to go down and go out the south area of Woodland Plains. Huh. Okay.
For the
Apparently
last
he wasn't
time,
exactly
Aid,
supposed-
keep your fucking blade up. If that dummy was armed, it'd have your head off.
Tell me about the expedition hall. It's treasure hunting, plain and simple. Sponsors put up money, hire adventurers to explore the wilds, looking for ruins mostly. If they come back alive, they split the spoils. If not, it's because they handle their weapons like this lot in front of me, who might as well be digging their own graves right now. Got business with me? I'm looking for work. You want an
Talk to
expedition?
women. I just handle these mercenary shit shovelers. Adventurers, I mean.
Although, he says, yup, I do have something I need done, something that requires, he glances sidelong on an adventurer, flailing away helplessly at a dummy. Competent. What do you need done?
I was formerly one of the Knights of the Crucible. When I left, they kept my arms and armor. The arms they can have, but the armor belonged to my family. I'd like it back.
Why don't you just ask for it back?
No. Oh, they'd like that, I'm sure. But I won't be going. Sooner be torn apart by dogs than give them the satisfaction.
Doesn't sound like leaving the Crucible Knights was your choice.
You don't choose to leave knighthood. The Crucible Knights, they may not be a real knighthood, but the oaths you swear are just as true. Still, turns out that even unofficial knighthoods have politics. You cross the wrong man, suddenly all kinds of accusations are thrown your way, and nobody believes you.
Nothing more destructive than a crowd with the wrong idea. What's this armor?
It's a breastplate. Not much to look at, and it's seen far too much use, but it's been in my family since the liberation.
I'll see what I can
Then
do.
it's Penhelm you're looking for. A low snake of a man. If he was to die choking on his own black tongue, it'd be too kind of fate. He kept it when he had me kicked out.
He leans in closer. I got word from a reliable source that Penhelm visited a forger in Ondra's gift right after having his soul lineage read about a cipher in Dunrid Row. And should you have it in your heart to find a way to ruin his life while you're there, well, drinks on me. Having his soul lineage read?
It's a requirement to join the Knights. They have to ensure a novitiate doesn't have a subversive lineage. If Penhelm's superiors found out his affidavit was a fake, his career would be over. Every novitiate gets an affidavit from Dunreed Row, and those are stored at Crucible Keep. If you find Penhelm's, one of those ciphers could tell you if it's real.
Sagani scratches the back of her neck. If generations of Masuk's traditions are any indication, this Penhelm probably doesn't remember it. All right. Let's go take care of this then. How much money do I have? I'm at that. Okay. World map. So the Crucible must be in an area that I have not checked out yet in the city. Do 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 do. Suppose we should speed up. Do they have first fires? Is this where they are? Ducal Palace. Valiant Embassy. No, probably Heritage Hall. I don't relish the thought of you populating the hill with more of those things.
Hello.
Sorry, but this district's closed by order of the Duke himself. What's going on in there? Both guards look at each other. Look, even if I were allowed to tell you, I don't rightly know. All I can say is, it, whatever it is, started about 2 months ago. The guards that closed the gate talked of something unnatural that still walks them into the middle of the night. I don't want to know any more than that. Was there anything else? How do I get inside? Trust me, you don't want to, the guard shrugs. But if you were really set on seeing this for yourself, I suppose you'd have to get permission from Wheela at the keep in First Fires. Well, all right. Suppose I talk to Wheela. Oh, I didn't go into here? Wait, what? Oh. That was confusing. Oh, I thought this was just a simple entrance to a simple entrance exit. And I thought this was just a flavor building. No, it's an actual building. I'm an idiot. What business brings you to the keep?
Well met, friend.
Valdemar gives you an appraising eye. Judging by the scars on his face, he's lucky to be able to do that much. Every day we get more from the hinterlands pouring into Defiance Bay. Keeps us busy on the watch, it does. You look like you're recently arrived yourself. Who are you? A soldier of the Crucible Knights, and proud of it. I help keep everything running at the keep so that Commander Cliver can focus on more important matters. Looking for something, or just knocking the dirt off your boots? What goes on at the Crucible Keep? This is the headquarters of the Crucible Knights, so it's where we store arms and armor, as well as where many of our soldiers bunk. Commander Cliver's in the back making plans, as usual. He scratches his scarred cheek. You'll find the forge at the west end of the building, along with our master smith, Dunstan. There's also a shrine to the golem. If you're the praying type. Tell me about the Crucible Knights. We're the defenders of Defiance Bay. We're not exactly a formal knighthood, but don't tell Commander Cliver I said that. Grins. We were the first organized militia to oppose a Deeran rule. And today, we're the largest force in the city. Our soldiers undergo years of combat training, and our officers are required to have their souls read by that critter out on your road. What's this about Benreed Row? It's just a requirement of the Crucible Knights, so that so the higher ups know there's nothing messy built in your soul's past. Aldemar widens his stance. Keeping the ranks pure is fine by me. I just wish they were more careful in hiring their ciphers. What's wrong with their ciphers? He shifts his weight and glances at the empty halls. They're mostly Orlans. I'm sure they're talented enough, but you just can't trust them. Hostilities in their nature, and they've learned to hide it over the years. He frowns and crosses his arms. All I'm saying is they should at least be supervised by other folk. That's reasonable enough, isn't it? It's a horrible thing to say. Aldemir shrugs. I'm just speaking the truth. Nowadays, it seems that's the biggest crime of all. Yeah. But let's go look at equipment. Still probably like 24 hours. Yep, 24 hours. One full day. So 24 minutes to be done. I think yeah, I did. Do 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 boom. Do do boop boom. Just have those set there so I can try and. Oh, that was not what I was expecting, but okay. Well, that's a bunch of rooms. This is probably the forge.
If this is about the breastplates, I already told Cleaver they won't be repaired till next week.
Show him the pieces of the blade of the Endless Path. I found several fragments of an ancient sword. Do you think you could repair it? Dunstan gives a low whistle. That's a fine blade indeed. Holds one fragment in his rough hands. Looks at Diran, special made. It must have been a commission for a champion of some sort. He hands the shard back to you. A sword of this caliber would have had a specially designed hilt too. It would be a shame to craft anything else onto it. Okay, so I would need to go back and find the hilt. You find the rest of it, and I'll forge it for you. So I take it you're
I'm a forge master. I'm a master smith for the Crucible Knights. But the way I see it, I'm also keeping up with our old traditions. The first members of our order were smiths. Nowadays, most everyone's a professional soldier. I suppose it's to be expected, but I think it's important we keep up with our roots, too.
Tell me about the knights.
We were all smiths back in Hodred's day, though I'm about the only one here who still gets his hands dirty. We're a fearsome fighting force, though these days I think Cleaver takes more pride in our parade formations.
He thinks himself a progressive man, but he's obsessed with his soul lineages and connections to the Deerwoods heroes of old. He picks up his hammer once again. Other than the Dunreed Row, who really knows about any of that? Okay.
Hail and well met.
The young novitiate's armor has recently shined, and his hair is clean and neatly uncombed. It's hard to believe it's never been seen battle, or that the scarred antique breastplate he wears could possibly be his. Are you looking for something? Does the name Osric sound familiar? He sniffs. If you got any self-respect, you won't associate with him, or with any of his new friends at the expedition hall, for that matter. The scamps and delinquents, the lot of them. What's the story between you two? Osric has always held some controversial opinions, but they went overlooked. But they went overlooked for the longest time because his family has such an extensive history of service in the Crucible Knights. He frowns and crosses his arms. He finally went too far. He had the gall to suggest that we had strayed too far from our roots, and that some of our officers were beginning to reassemble a dear nobility. Ooh. He would have us all wear rough spin and fight with forge hammers. I merely reported his statements. I don't see the problem. People change, organizations change. The Crucible Knights began as a militia of blacksmiths, but Dunstan's one of the only officers who can wield a hammer these days. We're professional soldiers. Isn't that who you wanted to want defending a city? Besides, the novitiate has no business maligning his superiors. He says your affidavit is a forgery. Just what would he know about that? It's perfectly convenient for him to cast aspirations, what with his pedigree and his knights. He folds his arms. It's a lie, of course. Is that his breastplate you're wearing? It was. It became property of the Crucible. He looks down and admires it. It became property of the Crucible Knights when he was discharged. Now it's mine. And it's not for sale, if that's what you're wondering. Not every day you find armor that was used in the rebellion. Okay. On that we can agree. Tell me about the knights. We are the primary defenders of Defiance Bay. The orders found in Staywood. Always has, of course. That's ancient history now. Now we're the most prestigious company of soldiers in Deerwood. It's a glorious line of work. He scrunches his nose. If you can forget about the barracks, that is. Was there anything else? How does one become a knight? We don't take just anyone. Our members share soul legacies with the very men and women who defend this land and a century and a half ago. Anyhow, Commander Cleaver is responsible for initiates, but he rarely accepts foreigners. More leverage is required. Crucible Keep and fires first. Maybe in here?
A simple test.
I'm on the trail.
Probably be hiding. Okay, there's that. Now we just take it to a cipher, right? We're certain whether or not the affidavit is genuine. Oh. See if this is. How does one forge that?
Have you ever chased a skirt wizard? Or do you merely hide behind them?
Don't pawn your personal problems off on me.
They will use you, cast you off when it suits them. Never speak another word to you.
Maybe they just don't answer to fiery whore.
Oh, probably be. Okay. Okay. Okay, Hadra House, right? Yes. Ah, we are already
Well
talking to this
met,
guy.
friend.
Show him Panhelm's affidavit. Is this affidavit real? It's signed by you. He holds the page but seems to stare through the words as if at something woven in the fabric of the paper. Curtin bares his pointed teeth. I remember Panhelm, a preening peacock of a man, his mouth dry and hands moist when I told him he was a sole descendant of an Adirian general, one who fought against the Hadrit's rebellion. He scans the evidence. A forgery and not the first I've seen. He hands it back to you, but I have no time for the knights and their obsessions. Bring this to his commander and cleaver and show him the seal. He points to the wax stamped by his forged signature. If he compares it with another, he should be able to spot the difference. Aloth's gaze flickers to you. Doom a man for the soul the gods gave him seems rather unfair. No, I'm not dooming him for his soul. I'm dooming him for his forgery. Panhelm's face is white. He just talked to that little cipher, did you? One of my novitiates told me he'd seen someone in the record room. And give me the affidavit. I've done nothing to you. His other hand comes to rest next to his sword. Cheer up. Cheer up. You always thought you were someone special. Soon everyone will know you are. He draws his sword and spits at your feet. I won't let you ruin me over this.
Brave Dalfilathilim.
Well, this just turned out great, didn't it? Oh god, I only have 0 spells? Oh, that's not good. Boom.
Hey.
Than rock.
All right. Boom. Damn.
Yes? How may I help?
This is working out great. Boom. Okay. Got it. Oh, the wolf select was like, why can't I pick that up?